Hey, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the parts of the world. I am Raymond, aka A Ray of Sunshine 21. Welcome to another edition of A Ray of Sunshine, bringing you positivity to light, positive stories to light, positive videos to light, and all of that. Today is the start of Thanksgiving week here in the United States, celebrating Thanksgiving and probably the official start of the holiday season. That will be this Thursday. So what better way to start it off with some positive stories? Tonight's going to be mostly positive stories tonight, since I did not do it last week. So we do have a few more stories tonight than videos. We're going to have three um, short clipped videos for tonight. So 10 positive stories, three short videos, ending with a special Thanksgiving quotes. So hopefully you guys will stay tuned for that. And like I said, we're going to kick off Thanksgiving week right in a beautiful, positive way. Exactly. Chev was in here lurking. He sent out a lurk to me. Hopefully, I know he's probably listening, but thank you so much, Chev, for the lurk. Really do appreciate it. And thank you everybody else that is about to come in here. Thank you to the replay viewers and to all the lurkers and all that. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to go ahead and get started now with the show. Before that, make sure to turn on, um, uh, well, turn on, but share out auto host. That's what I was trying to say. Auto host the show to your channels and also share out to your social medias like Twitter, Facebook, and all of that as we try to spread some positivity in 2022. And this is about to come to an end. Another good month and a few days before 2022 comes to an end, and also um, a good start to the Thanksgiving week as well to hear some great, great stories ahead. And the first story I'm going to bring out, you think we're going to have like pumpkin pie and, um, pumpkin pie. We'll just do pumpkin, fall pumpkin pie, something very, very good. However, for one dog, eating cans of pumpkin really helps him with his health. As we were to put the story on the screen here, and let me do a couple things here. We're gonna put me down here, bam, and we're gonna change the background a little bit so we can make this a little bit more readable. All right, here we go. So blends in with the story. But anyway, so here's your first story for tonight. Eating cans of pumpkin helped save her dog from terminal cancer and recovery, leaving vet stunned. And this is from the Good News Network for November 9th of 2022. So if you guys are ready, we're going to go ahead and get started with our first story for this evening on a Monday night and kicking off Thanksgiving week with some good stories ahead. Remember, we got 10 positive stories tonight, um, three videos, including one to end the show, quotes with special Thanksgiving quotes. So please stay tuned for that. So let's go ahead and get started with our first story for tonight. Again, eating cans of pumpkin helped save her dog from terminal cancer and recovery, leaving vets stunned. It's for the Good News Network for November 9th of 2022. And seems like a nice dog there. Go ahead and see them eating a can of pumpkin right there. So let's go ahead and get started with our first story for tonight. Here we go. A mom claims pumpkin helped save her dog's life, and veterinarians were stunned when they miraculously recovered from terminal cancer. Martha Hazlitt assumed it was hopeless when vets predicted that her family's beloved dog, Coda, would have less than 12 months left to live after a mass was found on his intestine in October of 2019. Quote, "We were devastated," said the 63-year-old from Lewes, Delaware. "We loved this little guy and we didn't know what to do. But plucky Coda, diagnosed with intestinal cancer, defied the odds, and the retired teacher believes a key factor was the orange squash he chomped down on daily when he refused all other foods. He lost a lot of weight during the chemo, down from 23 pounds to just 16. So they needed to find a way to encourage him to eat more. Quote, "We can't remember where we got the idea, but one of the prescription dog foods made him constipated, and we always knew that pumpkins were good for dogs, so we started adding a scoop to his meals 3 times a day. Coda gobbled up the pumpkin, which is rich in vitamins A and C that can help boost the immune system. Um, quote, we were just trying to think of anything that could boost his health that would be a benefit. Without giving him the pumpkins, there's a higher chance he would have died. He becomes such a part of our family, and we just didn't want to lose him. So there's Coda right there, looking at the dog food, but also with a side of pumpkin, which is really helping him out in his health from cancer right now. As we continue on with the story, the mother of two started buying tins of canned pumpkin from Aldi, and hundreds of cans later, Coda was given the all clear by oncologists this September. Martha wasn't the only one to see it as miraculous. Veterinary doctors saw that the pooch had beat all the odds and told Martha to keep up whatever she's doing. Quote, the oncologist did the scan and was shocked because it's an incredibly rare, aggressive form of cancer, and chemotherapy is usually not effective, recalled Martha. My daughter was there. We all had tears in our eyes. It was more than I ever could have hoped for. Martha would definitely recommend a pumpkin diet for any dog because it's not only nutritious but good for digestion. After being given the all clear a month ago, Coda still munches on some pumpkin 3 times a day to keep him in tip top condition. Unbelievable. A can of pumpkin saved this dog's life, cleared him from terminal cancer, which is kind of awesome. I would never think that, but again, like I said in the story, the can of pumpkin has rich vitamin A's and C's and all other beneficial stuff that will help Coda out there. So just miraculous that that a can of pumpkin saved the dog's life of cancer. He beat the cancer, and now he's cancer free. So that's kind of amazing, and I'm pretty sure um, every day he's getting some dog food with side of a can of pumpkin. So good for him. Kind of a good Thanksgiving story. Just think about with the can of pumpkin. But kind of a good Thanksgiving story there. So glad that Coda's doing okay. Hopefully the cancer will stay away. So a good story to kick off our first story out of 10 for positive stories. Eating cancer pumpkin helps save her dog from terminal cancer recovery, leaving vets stunned. And this is from the Good News Network for November 9th of 2022. As we get ready to go on to our second story, and our second story is a story of heroics here from one truck driver here. And we're going to go ahead and hear his story out here. As a trucker is named a highway angel for rescuing crash victims after witnessing high-speed collision. And this is from the Good News Network for November 9th of 2022. So if you guys are ready, we're going to go ahead and go on to our second story for tonight. And there's the highway angel, they're calling him right there. So let's go ahead and get started with our second story. Here we go. A truck driver from Greenville, Texas, was named a highway angel for stopping his travels to administer aid to 2 injured drivers after witnessing an incredible crash. One morning 2 weeks ago, Tony Dottie was driving eastbound on Interstate 40 near Albuquerque when he witnessed a red car ram into a Jeep while going around 70 miles per hour. He watched the Jeep flip over before the car crashed into a concrete barrier. The accident unfolded while Tony was driving on the opposite side of the highway. While most people will call 911, how many people will pull over instead of continuing down the road? Doughty, a 15-year trucker who drives for Minnesota's Bay and Bay Transportation, stopped in his tracks. Quote, I jumped out of the truck and grabbed my EMT bag, said Dottie, who's been a volunteer firefighter for 12 years. Just as he was about to cross the highway to get to the crash site, a police officer who also happened to be driving by stopped. When discovering Dottie's first responder background, he said, "You're coming with me, buddy." And the men ran to the crash scene. The driver of the red Chevy had a broken leg, so Dottie put a splint on it while the man in his 30s admitted to being either withdrawing or overdosing on fentanyl and methadone. Quote, "I got him kind of stable," said Dottie, who then ran over to the driver of the Jeep, who was still flipped over on the road. Thankfully, the young woman was visibly shaken but did not sustain any serious injury. Dottie partnered with the police to relay vitals of the crash victims to their dispatch and stayed on the scene until the ambulance departed. As a driver with over 2 million safe driving miles under his belt, the exemplary trucker is always ready to offer aid during accidents. Um, I wear two hats, Dottie said. I'm wired to stop and help in situations like this. Since the Highway Angels program was started 25 years ago by the Truckload Carriers Association, 1,300 professional truck drivers have been recognized for exemplary kindness, courtesy, and courage displayed while on the job. So that's the end of that story there. But amazing that Mr. Dottie's there, just ready and prepared for anything that was going to come in the way while he's on the road. And again, he stopped at a crash site on Interstate 40, and if I read the story correctly, it did say one of the drivers. There you go. Dottie put a splint on it while the man in his 30s admitted to being either withdrawing or overdosing on fentanyl and methadone. So that's kind of like I don't know, an emergency right there of itself. And then you got a lady that was on a Jeep that was flipped upside down, but she did okay. She wasn't hurt, no injuries, just a little bit shooken up. So um, glad everyone was okay. But Mr. Doughty right there was on the scene right on time, making sure that he could save lives quickly, be with them until an ambulance or, well, police probably arrived first, but until an ambulance came to help them out there. So kudos to Mr. Doughty there. So thank him for his service. Again, he used to be a volunteer firefighter as well, so that comes in handy as well. So Trucker is named a highway angel for rescuing crash victims after witnessing a high-speed collision. And this is from the Good News Network for November 9th of 2022. As we roll along to story number 3 of tonight. And hopefully everybody's having a great Monday night. Thank you so much for people who are watching. And we are now going to go into story number 3. Story number 3 is more of a miracle story here. Um, Kind of a miracle story, but kind of something that now um, a new skill that this person has taken on here. So a dad wakes from coma to discover artistic skills he never had before, and is now a carpenter and model maker. And this is from the Good News Network for November 9th of 2022. Again, a dad wakes from coma to discover artistic skills he has never had before. So that's kind of amazing. And I think we did, I don't know if I did a story like this before or I heard something before when people go into coma and they come out learning different types of stuff. So let's go ahead and listen to his story here of the artistic skills that he has learned. Uh, so let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to go ahead and hide it before I start reading here. All right, let's go ahead and get started for story number 3. A young father's recovery is baffling doctors after he awoke from a coma and discovering he had artistic talents like never before. And now he's a professional carpenter and model builder. Mo Hunter was struck down by a rare form bacterial meningitis and tuberculosis in his brain that left him fighting for his life in 2004. He spent more than a month in a coma, and doctors performed life saving surgery at Birmingham's Queen Elizabeth Hospital, installing a shunt to drain fluid from his brain. Before his diagnosis, Mo had no interest in crafts or any notable artistic ability. He awoke from brain surgery and recovered much more quickly than expected. Quote, my doctor said that I was a walking miracle. Not only that, he soon left his friends and family scratching their heads at his display of creativity. The 38-year-old suddenly had an inexplicable talent for drawing, painting, and model building, despite being rubbish at art in school. Quote, I really wasn't creative before in the slightest. I was more interested in going outside, football, and computer games. Um, I look at all of my stuff now and I'm like, never in a trillion years could I do this stuff. I have no idea how it happened. When I spoke to the neurologist, he just said, enjoy it. It said there's so much about the brain they still can't decipher, and this is just a phenomenon. Nobody has really given a medical explanation for it. I just know comas can do crazy things to a human brain. They said there's many stories and theories over the years about people having awakened from comas with skills, even speaking other languages. I was about to say that. That's part of one of the stories that I have heard of. People speaking other languages after a coma. I have heard a story about that. Continuing on. The first thing he drew afterwards was a sketch of a character in the video game Legend of Zelda. If Malwall was here, he would be thrilled with this. And his mother immediately asked, when did you learn how to draw? So this is a picture of somebody here. Mo Hunter drawing. So this is his drawing. That low-key looks like Loki from Loki, the show on Disney Plus, but Thor. It kind of reminds. This kind of looks like a Loki here. If it is, it's a very good drawing, by the way. Let's continue on. Quote, it was crazy. I haven't stopped since then. I just found I had this passion which never existed in me before. He used his new skills to embark on a career as a self-employed carpenter and began building intricate model replicas of his favorite superheroes and film icons. The married father of one has since sold pieces of his artwork and displayed his creations at Comic Con events across the UK. His home in Hereford, England, is now adorned with his paintings, illustrations, and Star Wars models, from a life-size R2-D2 to a miniature Chewbacca. Next will be a pod racer from episode 1. Quote, I just feel incredibly lucky. And there he is with R2-D2 there. And I don't know if that's the replica, but if it is, it looks kind of the same. Like an R2-D2 there. There you go, Mo Hunter with the R2-D2 made of wood. I wouldn't tell it would look just like the same R2-D2 that you see in the movies. It's incredible. All right, continuing on. Um, Quote, after being given a second chance at life at a new talent, I wanted to make the most of it, so I became self employed as a carpenter making toy boxes. This wasn't something I could have done before, and it was nice. I really enjoyed it. I met some of the cast of Star Wars, and the man who made Darth Vader's helmet came and spoke to me. I've been really lucky where this new talent has taken me. I've written my own comic story too, so it has extended to creative writing, which I never would have touched before. I'm also now writing a screenplay, added Mr. Hunter. I'm just doing what my neurologist told me to do and just trying to enjoy it. Even to this day, some of my family can't believe it. They're still completely shocked. And again, um, like he said earlier, comas make you do crazy things after you come from it, like skills that you have never done before. And he put one example of someone learning new languages. So it's incredible um, what the brain, especially when it's in coma, and you just come out and you just miraculously learn some of this stuff. Um, it's amazing. It's amazing. He never had no artistic ability. For me, I have no artistic ability. So imagine if I hope that this doesn't happen, but I go into coma. Next thing you know, hey, I can draw and all of that. Kind of incredible. So I'm glad he's enjoying the new skills, taking the doctor's advice there, and creating his own self there with his abilities. Um, Probably making money, he pay bills, and all of that while he's enjoying his craft. So kind of impressive story on this. So a dad wakes from coma to discover artistic skills he never had before and is now a carpenter and a model maker. And this is from the Good News Network for November 9th of 2022. As we move on to story number 4 for tonight. And this was kind of a little bit more of here. I don't know where this story takes place at, but I have heard of this mayonnaise because this mayonnaise is very, very of a southern thing. But we're going to read the title of this. Community makes 10,000 sandwiches for the needy in one day, honoring legacy of a woman who did that for soldiers in World War One. And this is from the Good News Network for November 10th of 2022. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and get started here. This must be the organizer, maybe, or probably one of the workers there with the big smile right there. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. And actually, they're not far from me. Actually, they kind of are, but anyway, let's take a look at the story. A South Carolina community came together this week to make 10,000 sandwiches in one day to give away to local food banks, schools, soup kitchens, and shelters. The 200 volunteers in Greenville were also honoring the amazing legacy of Eugenia Duke, a local woman who bucked every norm 100 years ago to start a business on her own and support soldiers in World War One. In 1917, Eugenia Duke and her daughter Martha began selling homemade sandwiches for 10 cents each at Army canteens to make extra money for their family in Greenville during the war. Her pimento cheese, bacon, and mayonnaise sandwiches were quite popular, and she got so many requests from soldiers at nearby Camp Sevier that she started bottling her homemade mayo 4 years later. Her Duke's mayonnaise became a beloved condiment that is still sold in grocery shelves in much of the United States. Um, the volunteers used around 1 ton of homemade pimento and cheddar cheese salad to assemble 10,000 sandwiches inside the historic pavilion downtown, which is the same location of the original Duke's mayonnaise factory. It's incredible. Just hearing this. So there's a picture there to the left is when they are making the sandwiches at that factory, and at the right there is Mrs. Eugenie Duke there, the creator of Duke's mayonnaise. And kind of incredible story here. Continuing on, they were following in Mrs. Duke's footprints of kindness too. She famously made 10,000 sandwiches in one day to support soldiers during World War One. Um, the whole community helped out with Meals on Wheels delivering the sandwiches, loaves, and fishes, distributing the food. Excuse me, and Duke's providing 100 gallons of its famous sauce. Other local hospitality companies contribute equipment and manpower to visit Greenville SC, which organized the entire operation. They followed the original recipe of Eugenia's BPT, bacon, pimento cheese, and tomato sandwich. which is as follows. So you get a recipe here: 1 cup of shredded sharp cheddar cheese, 1 cup of shredded white cheddar cheese, a third cup of mayonnaise, a fourth cup of diced tomatoes, a fourth cup diced sweet red peppers, and a fourth cup of bacon bits. That seems good and kind of easy to make, just looking at that. The Good Samaritans formed assembly lines and worked tirelessly for 6 straight hours to hit the 10,000 sandwich goal, and feeding thousands of green billions with the gourmet sandwiches during the season of giving, while honoring one of America's earliest female entrepreneurs, Eugenia Duke. That's an amazing story. Amazing, amazing story there. Um, First of all, feeding a community. The second, honoring somebody that done it the first time while feeding soldiers for World War One. So that's kind of an incredible task that they were doing there. And again, Thanksgiving makes more more of this story of helping out a community, helping out the people, probably helping out the homeless, and to do this um, um, as a community to see how Mrs. Duke did that, and then she became with the sandwiches and especially with the mayonnaise. Really incredible story there, and now I kind of get why people like Duke's mayonnaise now. I kind of get it now, just reading that story. So so there you have it. Community makes 10,000 sandwiches for the needy in one day, honoring legacy of a woman who did that for soldiers in World War One. And this is from the Good News Network for November 10th of 2022. Incredible story to read there of Mrs. Duke and the community of Greenville, South Carolina. As we head on to story number 5, we are halfway through our positive stories here. So really do appreciate you guys again for tuning in. A special Thanksgiving week edition of A Ray of Sunshine, bringing some positive stories and later on after stories, 3 short positive videos to close out Thanksgiving week of um, positivity, at least to start it off here. So, story number 5 for tonight. A cat walks across France to their old home before being reunited with stunned owners 13 months later. And this is from the Good News Network for November 11th of 2022. Again, a cat walks across France to their old home before being reunited with stunned owners 13 months later. This is going to be a very interesting story. More of a welcome home story here, but let's go ahead and read this. This is very interesting to read here. So you got the picture of the cat there. Let's go ahead and hydrate a little bit here. Let's definitely hear this story out. So here we go. Story number 5. A cat traveled more than 280 miles to its old home before being reunited with her relocated owners and taken back to her new home a whopping 13 months later. Um, Letitia de Amicis, hopefully I said that right, moved with her family and their 3 cats because of work reasons a year ago, leaving the Orne region of France. The family took great care of their new location in Normandy to keep Phyllis, Phyllis, um, Crepod, and Coxie inside the house. Hopefully, I said their names right. It was their French names probably as well. So hopefully, I'm going to say them right. Anyway, um, inside the house because they were worried they'd get lost in different surroundings. But Coxie went missing in August of 2021. The worried family with 2 teenage children had searched for Coxie for 3 months with no luck. Um, so carrying on. To stop her kids from worrying, Letitia told them she thought Coxie had probably gone home to look for them back in Ambly, yet not believing for a second it could be true. Sure enough, a stranger found a stray cat more than 450 kilometers away, just 5 miles from their previous family home. On October 2nd, Letitia saw a post shared on Facebook about a cat found in Solili, and the stay at home mom recognized her straight away, although she looked completely different. The adventurous feline was sent to the local veterinarian, who confirmed the missing animal was 10 years old and had been spayed just like Coxie. Um, Continuing on, photos were exchanged, and Letitia asked her father to go identify her. He was reluctant because he couldn't believe it was possible that a cat had actually traveled across the country, but eventually agreed. Quote, when he called me that day, I saw my dad cuddling my cat on the video call, said Letitia. So there's Coxie there with a guy. I don't know if that would be her father there. That's amazing. You walk around the whole country and then they find that's kind of incredible. Continuing on, he tried to call the cat by different names and she only responded to Coxie. Quote, I was with my daughter. She looked and recognized her and burst into tears. Um, my son was very skeptical until he went to pick her up. But as soon as we got there, she recognized us straight away. Coxie stayed with the vet for 3 weeks before the family was allowed to take her home. She weighed less than 1 kilogram or 2.2 pounds, had fleas and worms, and an infection in her face. Quote, since we brought her home, all is going well, said Coxie's mom. She adapted again really well. It is very cuddly. It's unbelievable. I still can't believe it. I mean, again, this cat went around France and probably thought, oh, we're just at this weird house. I'm going to walk back home, the old house, which Coxie did, and then someone found her. And 13 months though, 13 months, and then finally just reappeared after someone found her. Now Coxie and Letitia and the rest of the family are reunited again. So that's incredible. A 13-month hiatus for the family, and probably for the cat, probably a 13-month journey um, until someone say, hey, someone's looking for you. So what an incredible story that is, and I'm glad they finally found her. Um, finally found her. So that's amazing, and safe and sound with the owners and the family. So that is a good thing. So Cat walks across France to their old home before being reunited with step owners 13 months later. And this is from the Good News Network for November 11th of 2022. As we get ready to go to story number 6 of 10. Let's see here. There we go. And we got a couple of military stories. I know, again, I didn't do stories last weekend. Um, Last week was kind of Veterans Day as well. So I said, tie in with the Thanksgiving and all of that. Salute our troops and the people that are serving our country here in the United States. I thank you very much for serving us. And this first one here is kind of awesome. Awesome story. A Marine vet was gifted with a new vehicle to resume his service to disabled veterans and children. And it's from the Good News Network from November 12th of 2022. So if you guys are ready, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this incredible story and thank him for his service as well, for doing that and his service to the country as well. Well, let's go ahead and get started with this story here. To celebrate Veterans Day this week, a dedicated 50-year volunteer for disabled American veterans was gifted a new van so he could continue his labor of love. Former U.S. Marine Lynn Johnson drives to the other veterans' homes in Philadelphia to support them in any way he can. So people at the TrueCar website saw an opportunity to honor him. Brenda. Hey, Brenda, how you doing? Thank you for resubbing 5 months in a row. So good to see you. So good to see you in here. And let's go ahead and put this up. Yes. Hope you're having a great Monday, Brenda. So good to see you. Thank you so much for resubbing. All right. Hope you're having a great Monday. All right. Let's go ahead and continue on with the story. At the age of 18, he served in Vietnam, and the Lance Corporal received multiple shrapnel wounds during a firefight, causing him to lose the use of his left foot. Despite that, he serves local veterans and drops off toys for the children at the Catholic Workers Orphanage. A video shows the moment Lynn was surprised with a new retrofitted Chevy Traverse from TrueCar's 8th annual Driven to Drive initiative, which is designed to honor the sacrifices made by service members and their families by supporting their mobility needs. Quote, I feel good knowing that I can finally retire my 20-year-old car and continue my service to the community with this donation, said the 74-year-old vet who also has limited mobility in his right leg. Johnson has been using his own vehicle with over 300,000 miles on it for all his volunteer activities, which included helping veterans who are incarcerated. Um, Over a lifetime of service, Lynn has been recognized with the Purple Heart, Republic of Vietnam Cross of Gallantry, Good Conduct Medal, National Defense Medal, Combat Action Ribbon, and a Presidential Unit Citation. That's a lot of awards. So he's done well. Quote, we're honored to have the privilege to celebrate Marine veteran Lance Corporal Lynn Johnson, who not only served in Vietnam, but continues to serve various communities, including his fellow veterans, said Mike Darrow, President and CEO of TrueCar. We're thrilled to be able to help him continue his mission by awarding him this new vehicle. And I assume this is the video of the surprise that he's about to get. So before we do that, um, I'm running late. What can I say? Are you running late? Well, I'm not. Are you still at work? I think you might be still at work. Hopefully, you're leaving work, but it's okay. we all have those moments. So anyway, oh here we go. Um, I worked from home and worked late. Oh, okay, gotcha. I worked from home and worked late. Gotcha. Okay. Hey, no problem. Hey, I think since it's the holiday weekend, we're all just getting a little bit calmed a bit. Like we just can't wait for this weekend to start and all of that. So this is kind of where our clocks are going to start being a little weird once the Thanksgiving holiday starts. So, um, but if you're watching me while you're working, I do appreciate that. So I do appreciate that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the video. I assume this video is going to be him getting the surprise of the van here. So let's go ahead and take a look. Our first video, actually, from the story today. Let's go.
My name is Leonard Johnson, and I live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. In Vietnam, I was wounded and had to be medevac, and that was 1967. The way I got involved with DAV is helping the veterans submit claims to the Veterans Administration, DAV. I joined the chapter probably about 50 years ago.
When they asked me for a nominee to receive this vehicle, I didn't even hesitate. The truck he's driving around probably shouldn't be on the road anymore, so the vehicle he's getting, it's going to go to great use. We couldn't be prouder.
I was just so surprised. I had no idea. You know, I got extra strength and extra energy.
It's time for me to introduce the man of the hour, Lance Corporal Leonard Johnson.
3, 2, 1.
This is awesome. This is fantastic.
Amazing story there. Well deserved by him, by the way, to have that Chevy Traverse there. Brand new, by the way, brand new, 2023. So that, I mean, he fought in the war. He fought in Vietnam. He has some inabilities with his leg, but he continues to volunteer to help other soldiers, his other fellow people out, which is truly incredible for what he is doing. So, an incredible service that he's doing, and well-deserved vehicle to help him continue his volunteering efforts. So, again, a well-deserved honor for him. So a Marine vet gifted with new vehicle to resume his service to disabled veterans and children. And this is on the Good News Network for November 12th of 2022. And as I said, also there's another military story to bring out that they kind of did during the Veterans Day. And I said this would be a good time for Thanksgiving for the vets and all of the military people here. And this one's kind of some good news, positivity, but also some good news. When I say good news, and I bring that out, that's a good thing. So the U.S. nears its goal to house every homeless veteran identified in a January 2022 count. And this is from the Good News Network for November 15th of 2022. Again, the U.S. nears its goal to every house, and to house every homeless vet, which is incredible. So let's go ahead and get started with this story here right now. Hey Joker, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Hopefully you're having a great Monday, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I'm doing good. Doing the usual every Monday night, or every week, I should say. But hopefully be every Monday nights going forward till January. So, but hopefully you're doing good. I hear you. Yes. All right. So let's go ahead and get started with this story. Again, U.S. is nearing its goal of housing every homeless veteran that they have a goal set for that. So let's go ahead and get started. In February, the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs established a new goal to prevent and end homelessness among military vets after seeing progress towards earlier goals stall out in 2016. The new goal to house 38,000 veterans this year is close to being realized and could bring that number to near zero based on the government's point in time count total collected January. As of September 30th, the department had achieved 30,914 permanent housing placements, meaning 81.35% of the goal, to ensure at-risk veterans are safeguarded from the crisis of homelessness. And Joker, thank you for the bits, man. Appreciate you. VA homeless programs are now averaging 3,434 placements each month. To meet the Biden administration's goal by the end of the year, they would need to continue to place 2,362 veterans into permanent housing each month through December 31st of this year, to the end of the year. The most recent data showing approximately how many vets were unhoused at the beginning of the year was announced last week. The count showed that on a single night in January, there were 33,136 veterans who were experiencing homelessness in the US. Let me repeat that again. In January, there were 33,136 veterans who were experiencing homelessness in the US. The count represented an 11% decline since early 2020, the last time a full count was conducted. If you go back to 2010, the count represented a 55% reduction in veteran homelessness. Quote, all veterans deserve to have what they need to lead healthy, safe, and successful lives. That starts with a place to call home, said HUD Secretary Marsha L. Fudge. The data released today shows we are closer than ever in ensuring that every veteran in America has a home. So there's a picture there. I think this is when the VA and the HUD department were doing the counts there. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I've got the hydrate here. Thank you so much. Thank you for the hydrate, Joker. Appreciate it. So they're about to conduct the counts there. All right, let's continue on. Quote, under President Biden's leadership, we at VA, Housing and Urban Development, and the U.S. Interagency Council on Homelessness will not stop until every veteran has a good, safe, stable home in this country they fought to defend, said VA Secretary Dennis McDonough. Not only did we lower the number of veterans experiencing homelessness, but we made this progress during a global pandemic and economic crisis, said USICH Executive Director Jeff Olivet. This proves that even under the most difficult circumstances, we can take care of each other and address homelessness. The department's effort this year are based on the Housing First approach, which prioritizes getting a person into housing that provides them with the wraparound support they need to stay housed, including healthcare, job training, legal, and education assistance, and more. This progress has been funded by the resources provided by Congress during the pandemic. With the passage of the American Rescue Plan, VA's homeless programs received $481 million in additional funding to support veterans. If you are a veteran who is experiencing homelessness, so there's support for a veteran that is experiencing this right now, that is watching or sees this. If you are a veteran who is experiencing homelessness or at risk for homelessness, call the National Call Center for Homeless Veterans at 877-4AID-VET or 877-424-3838. Visit the VA Homeless Programs website to learn more about housing initiatives and other programs for veterans exiting homelessness. So this is some good news, guys. Good news, they're getting to their goal of housing every homeless veterans that they to count for. Again, they said the The count showed that on a single night in January, there were 33,136 veterans who experienced homelessness, and that represented a 11% decline since early 2020. So, I mean, that's kind of awesome. And they said as of September 30th, the department has achieved 30,914 permanent housing placements, meaning 81% of that goal. So that's kind of incredible of what they're doing. From 33,000, they said they started in January to now placing 30,000 people into homes. That's pretty incredible. That's a heavy milestone, I would say, to do that. And hopefully they can get to 100%. That would be incredible if they, from now, November 21st to December 31st, so about a month and 10 days, get everybody in a home. So we'll see if that will happen. Hopefully they can get a 100% goal on that one. So to end that year out, wouldn't that be a great year? So U.S. nears its goal to house every homeless veteran identified in a January 2022 count. And again, this is from the Good News Network from November 15th of 2022. As we go on to story number, where we're at 8, story 8 of 10 for tonight's show, and then later on, just 3 short video clips for tonight before we get to the end there for some Thanksgiving quotes to end out the show here. And by the way, I did those for the vets and the troops, and again, happy Thanksgiving to our troops that are serving our country here in the United States. Thank y'all so much. So story number 8 here, as we continue on with the show here. Florida paramotor pilot helps saves woman clinging to submerged car that crashed into a canal. And this is from the Good News Network for November 17th of 2022. So let's take a look at this heroic story here. That's kind of seeing the picture there. It looks kind of scary. So a little bit scary there. So let's go ahead and take a look at this effort of saving her. By the way, before I get to see if we had any comments, I think I got through all the comments. And again, I thank Joker for the bits there. And he says, no problem, Raymond. Keep up the good work. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started with our next story here. A paraglider out for a routine flight spotted a woman clinging to her submerged vehicle in a canal and swooped into her rescue. Cristiano Piquet, hopefully I said that right, was filming his motorized flight near Homestead outside of Miami, Florida, when he spotted the woman holding on for her life. Video shared by Piquet shows the woman in the water screaming for help as she desperately holds onto her car. Cristiano landed in a field and shouted, "Need help," to which the stricken motorist replied, "Oh my God, I fell with my car in here." He called 911 and shouted across the canal to enlist the help of a nearby resident. He used ropes to pull the woman to safety. The woman, exhausted from the ordeal, can be seen hugging the Good Samaritan that lifted her out of the water. Quote, mission accomplished, concluded Cristiano, who looked on, God's timing is perfect. And so this is the video. This is going to be the video of the story here that we're about to show. So let's go ahead and take a look at this.
Out. My Sunday church, like we always do. Flying, holding for her life. Inside now. And then and I come to rescue her and save her. You need help?
Oh my God. I fell with my.
Let go of your left hand. Deja tu mano izquierda, déjalo, mano izquierda, déjala.
Ahora sí.
Eso. Eso.
Mire, el carro está ahí, tranquilo. Ya. Grande.
You're doing good now? Wow. Okay, I'm going to try to get you. Wow. Wow. So, me and my friend Diego, we were flying this morning like we always Sunday before church. Fly, I see a car in the canal, and I go around and I land in the middle of nowhere, and I land and we come and we start asking for help. A neighbor comes, grabs that lady. Was insane.
Oh, wow, man.
Diego, how insane was that?
Wow, this was the most insane situation I have never been before.
Oh my God. Thank you, sir. Wow. Let's see this lady's life today, okay?
Definitely.
Oh my. Rescue is here. Thank God everything is good now. Amazing. Flying, I see a woman inside the car. That's like one there. And then I had to land in a very dangerous. Called you guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Mira que aventura, hein? Que aventura. Oh, wow.
Wow, that was an incredible video there. And like that end said, God's timing was perfect. And they were there at the right place at the right time on that one. So incredible video to help her out there. So her car got submerged in the canal, and it doesn't look like it was very populated either. So what you say, God's timing was perfect, right place at the right time. I mean, it looked like it was a very populated area as well. So um, that's fortunate that somebody was around that area to help her out there. So um, kudos to those guys for helping her out there, saving her from that canal. So a Florida paramotor pilot helped save woman clinging to submerged car that crashed into a canal. This is for the Good News Network for November 17th of 2022. As we get ready to go to story number 9 of 10. So we got this and one more positive story before we get to videos for this evening. And this story is kind of very interesting. An adorable grandmother took notes during 30 Marvel superhero films so she can relate to her grandkids. And this is from Andy Corbley of the Good News Network for November 18th of 2022. Taking notes during 30 of the Marvel superhero films. I just go there to enjoy it. It's like, oh, what are they going to do today? So this is going to be an interesting read here. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. The note taking. Let's see what she has to say about some of the movies. So let's go ahead and get started with this. It's going to be an interesting story. All right. A grandmother was filmed taking notes during a Marvel superhero movie marathon, which at this point includes 30 films. Also, she can be closer to her grandkids and talk to them about their interests. Cheryl Skatos, who's in her 70s, God, who's in her 70s, was filmed by her grandson, Jackson King, partway through her Marvel Movie Fest. Whether you live in Kuala Lumpur, Kingston, or Vancouver, grandparents can probably all relate over the kids today. Quote, the kids today. Skatos has 13 grandkids in total from age 6 to 22, and they're all big Marvel fans. Rather than writing off their interests as frivolous as grandparents are wont to do, she decided to try to get on the same level as the whippersnappers. Wow, whippersnapper. Never heard of that word. Whippersnappers. Okay. Quote, I just moved in with my grandparents, and my grandma is making her way through all the Marvel movies, said 18-year-old Jackson. She is watching them in the order they came out, and she asked if I wanted to watch one with her. So, of course, I said yes. I think it really shows how much she cares about her grandchildren because she is willing to sit there for hours on end and watch superhero movies and take notes on them just so she can have something extra to talk to her grandkids about. The watch list, excuse me, the watch list, which starts with 2008's Iron Man, has 30 films on it, including the latest Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, with even more films lined up for 2023 and beyond. The video has touched the hearts of many online and racked up nearly 7 million views on one video and hundreds of thousands of likes along with it. Quote, it went viral really quickly. It hit 1 million views within the day I posted, said Jackson. I remember I posted the video on TikTok. Then I set my phone down and watched an episode of a TV show. And then when I picked up my phone, I had 3,000 plus notifications. In one clip, Skatos has just finished Spider-Man Homecoming from 2017 and has around 14 films left to watch. According to Jackson, her favorite film so far is Thor because the actor is hot. Okay. Continuing on, I figured the grandmother would say that. Quote, the family loves it. We all think Gran is getting the recognition she deserves for being an amazing grandmother. Skatos, in response to the attention, says she thinks it's funny and her heart was warmed and she felt touched by all the comments. That's kind of the grandmother's doing the whole Marvel movie on there. And again, I think she said that last. Again, this story came out what I said 17th, so she's probably moved up farther ahead in the thing. But said in one clip, Skidoo has just finished Spider-Man: Homecoming from 2017 and has 14 films to watch. So we'll see how many more films she has to go there. And of course, she said her favorite would be the Thor because, well, um, she said the actor there was hot. And I'm trying to think of his name, but it's fine. It's killing me not to think his name. It's going to be such an obvious name, but not a surprise answer, I guess, if you watch Thor. So, but anyway, so kudos to her and her journey of completing the Marvel movies, and she don't have that far, and she's trying to get up all the way to the end to our current Marvel movie, which is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Great movie. Check it out if you haven't seen it. I won't give you no spoilers. So again, thank you, Brenda. Chris Hemsworth. See, I was trying to think of names. What's the guy's name? Thank you, Brenda. See, Chris Hemsworth. Thank you so much. And yeah, she is an awesome granny. So, all right. So this is story number 9. Adorable grandmother took notes during 30 Marvel superhero films so she could relate to her grandkids. And this is from Andy Corbett of the Good News Network for November 18th, or the 18th of 2022. So she's probably, we have 14 left. Depends if I'll give her, she'll probably watch 2 or 3 movies a day. So I want to say she's about almost done. 4 or 5. 4 or 5. There we go, Brittany. I was going to wait for you to say it. She's got a point. He is. I was waiting for the comment. I was like, what will Brenda say on the comment? She did. So I was waiting for it. Because I wasn't going to say nothing. In my head, I was like, I bet Brenda thinks Kristen works too. So she said it. So I'm glad I didn't say it. I was waiting for the comment there. So, all right. So that was story number 9. And she's almost done. I think I want to say she's probably about 4 or 5 movies away from being done. So, and I'm trying to do that to myself as well. Just go back and see the movies again. There's probably a couple I have missed that I haven't seen. So, um, while I got Disney Plus and while they're jacking up the fees for the beginning of the year, I might as well start binge watching the movies. But anyway, so oh wait, hold on. Oh, hold on. We got a link here. Hold on. Check them out. Okay, hold on. Let me go to the link real quick before we get to our last one. Excuse me. Oh. I have seen them before. uh, let's see. For instance, I need to start binge watching on Netflix or in my script. Yeah, I literally this month had to end my Paramount Plus because I'm not watching it. Um, I might turn it back on. I think I did it because of most of the shows were on there, like Star Trek. They had the old shows on there and the new ones. Um, but Amazing Race and all of those little reality game shows they have. But recently, I just haven't been watching TV. It's more of work and um, during the live stream. I was like, I'm more on Twitch and doing these other apps. So I had to cancel that. I might go back on it, but I had to cancel that. I got Disney Plus on one of their, I think their Disney Day. I got it, so I'll try it out. So it's very good stuff on it. Got all the Marvel stuff on Disney Plus, which I like. But again, they're jacking their fees up on that too. So I don't know if I will cancel it and come back to it, and then probably get HBO Max when The Last of Us comes out, since I just finished that game. So we'll see. We'll see what goes on there, but I might try to binge watch some Marvel stuff before I get rid of that account. All right, so we're gonna go on to our last story for tonight before we get to our videos. 3 short videos again. New U.S. citizen from Cuba celebrates first paycheck in America in viral video. And this is from Andy Corley of the Good News Network from November 19th, 2022. And he seems very happy. Very, very, very happy. So, oh, wait, hold on. Uh, wait, wait, he's much hotter as Thor than as Chris Hemsworth. Oh, I mean, yeah, him as Thor, yeah. Him as Thor, as the character Thor, yeah. I can see that than the regular guy. So I'm pretty sure. But I don't know. Now the heroic Thor, yes. The now Thor, no. If, in my opinion. But anyway. But anyway. So I can understand where you are coming from. Okay, I'm done now. And Brenda says I'm done. I'm done with this whole Thor thing. I let my confessions out. Oh wait, I don't watch the shows, so I'm just going from the pics I found when I googled Thor. So, so confessions. The show's all about confessions as well. So, 2 people. The story. The grandmother from the story says Thor is hot. Brenda says Thor is hot. So Everybody else is going to confess 8 doors on it. So, all right. So let's go ahead and get ready for our last story. Again, a Cuban, um, immigrant from Cuban came to the U.S., gets his first paycheck. Let's go ahead and take a look at this story, and I think I'm going to have to work some magic on this one as well. So let's take a look at this. A video of a recent Cuban immigrant celebrating his first paycheck as a UPS driver has gone viral in celebration of his accomplishment and of the American dream at large. Yoel Diaz kissed the um, perforated paper in an Instagram video shot by his wife, Marissa Diaz, who has been documenting some of Yoel's experience since coming to America. Quote, in Cuba, you will get a paycheck and you know you never improve, Yoel Diaz told Fox News Digital in a statement in Spanish, which his wife translated to English. It will be the same. This time, I finally can dream. I can help my family, and this is the first step in my life where I can be whoever I want now. The handsome 37-year-old worked as a professor in Cuba, where his equivalent pay was around $13 an hour, less than what he now makes as a seasonal UPS driver in Arizona. He come to the country under a K-1 visa and got authority to work in the country with a social security number. The video of his celebrations went viral, garnering 3 million views. One commenter expounded that it was so refreshing to see his joy in the mundane aspects of American life that too many of us take for granted. At a certain point, his wife points out, look at the taxes, to which Yoel responds, I preferred this to Fidel. Fidel took more. Communism took more. So now this is an Instagram post and it won't play the Instagram on the page. So I'm going to have to once copy and paste the link and we'll get to see this video. So hang tight. Okay. So yeah, we're going to copy, post it out, and then we're going to paste it. So the screen's going to change here in a minute. Yep. And let's see. And I'm glad I put this as the last video as well, so that way you guys can see it. All right. I can't full screen it, but we're going to take a look at this.
Grábame, grábame.
Ay, ah, mentira.
¿Cuánto gané yo aquí? ¡Sí! ¡Mua!
Look at the taxes.
Pero prefiero esto que no Fidel Castro. Fidel Castro me quitaba más. El comunismo me quitaba más. ¿Tú sabes qué? Este es mi primer cheque. Que tú sientes que cada hora de trabajo vale. Que cada hora de trabajo tiene una importancia en tu vida. Y que se lucha, que sabes que puedes luchar por algo. Es un sentimiento que no es comparable con nada. Porque nunca lo tuve en mi país. En Cuba no lo hay. Y aquí lo tengo la prueba. Aquí está. Está grabando, ¿no?
Yeah.
Grábame,
Okay.
grábame.
All right. So there's the video there. He was talking in the Cuban language there, but his wife was trying to translate it there. But he's very excited about his first check here in America. And Brenda says, okay, tell us about this guy here. So very exciting. And by the way, I will read his post. I think this might be his Instagram post. So let's take a look. So it says, first paycheck in America. This is the American dream. There are no words to describe how proud I am of your courage to enter a country in a culture that is not yours. This content is a mini documentary not only for us, but dedicated to the many immigrants who sacrifice everything to film what we just filmed. A little bit at a time with hard work and dedication, anything is possible in this country. We pray one day Cubans and others under dictatorships will feel the same. Estos días, patria y vida. I tried my best to keep it language on that one. So there you go. That's kind of a good story to close out positive stories on this segment here. So kudos to him. And again, he's living the American dream right now. So hopefully everything will work out for him. All right. So now we're going to go into our positive video segment. Three short videos, Thanksgiving related themed. By the way, so hopefully you guys will enjoy these videos here. At the very end of the third video, the famous quotes section, which will feature Thanksgiving quotes. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Until then, we're going to go to our first video saying thank you, pretty much, and expressing the importance of gratitude. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our first of 3 positive videos for this evening. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Say thank you for grace. Thank you for mercy. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for wisdom. Thank you for parents. Thank you for love. Thank you for kindness. Thank you for humility. Thank you for peace. Thank you for prosperity. Say thank you in advance for what's already yours. It's how I live my life. That's why I am. One of the reasons why I am today. Say thank you in advance for what is already yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this day. Thank you for every moment that led to this day. Thank you for the hard times. They made me appreciate the good times. Thank you for the lessons. They were needed for my development. Thank you for my eyes that get to witness the miracles of today and tomorrow. Thank you for everything I take for granted. Thank you for all of my blessings. Thank you for my drive. Thank you for my spirit. Thank you for my strength. Thank you for giving me the courage to fight through the hard times. Thank you for the people in my life, those I love and those I learn from. Thank you for it all. Thank you. Thank you. It's the key that opens the door to instant happiness, unlocks the door to everything we are really seeking in life, happiness and contentment. Think about it. No matter what you say you want, money, riches, health, to help others, why do you really want it? When you drill deep down, the only reason anyone wants anything is the feeling we believe we will get from having it. That all boils down to happiness and contentment. And the truth is, we can have it now if we are grateful. And if you get quiet, get away from the noise of the world, and think for a moment about what you could be grateful for, I'm sure you could find plenty. Be grateful there's food on the table, air in your lungs, life in your body. Get grateful that you have opportunity to take your life to a whole nother level, to decide right now that you are going to live your dreams and never settle until you do. Get grateful for the mental strength you've been given to survive the hard times. Get grateful for your lives if you have them. Many are not so blessed. Your eye if you have it. Many are not so blessed. And if you have it, many are not so blessed. The health you do have, many are in worse positions. Get grateful for that one person that has had an impact in your life, or many people if you are so blessed. Then get grateful you can choose to be that person for someone else. That one that makes a difference in someone else's life, no matter how small. Get grateful you get to experience this magical universe. Today, look for miracles. I guarantee if you are looking, you will see them. There are unlimited things to be grateful for. Open your eyes. Unlock your amazing life. It's ready for you right now.
Thank you for this day, whatever it brings, whether a challenge I need to grow, a lineup to teach me patience, an unexpected blessing, every moment of joy, whatever today brings, thank you. Whatever it brings, I pray I have enough presence in each moment to know that no circumstance is my life. No high or low, no event, no thing is my life. Life is energy, and I know I'm so much more than my physical body. Thank you for my ability to love, to give to others my authentic love and kindness without expecting anything in return. Thank you for my strength. Thank you for my presence. Thank you for my ability to attract only the things and people that are in harmony with what I need in my life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for this day, whatever it brings.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is the key word to this message for that video there. And again, just be thankful. What are you thankful for this year? What are you thankful for? What are you grateful for? You know, so that's a little bit of a short inspiration there of gratitudes and thank you. And now we're going to go on to our next one, and this one is I guess the meaning of Thanksgiving and what we should be forward to, I guess. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this video as well. It is commercial, and this was from CBS News here. So a reporter's essay on Thanksgiving of a time of gratitude and reflecting on the things around us. So let's go ahead and take a look at this video here. Oops. There we go.
This week, in 2 days, families will gather to celebrate Thanksgiving. And in contrast to last year, many of us will get to do that in person. The holidays, you know, is a time to celebrate, but as Sunday morning correspondent Lee Cowan reminds us, it's also a time to remember the less fortunate and think about ways to better ourselves and others.
Can you say gobble gobble? Remember last Thanksgiving? Most of us were just thankful 2020 was almost over. This year, no more virtual dinners. Our Thanksgiving traditions have mostly returned.
What do you think?
But as we bow our heads in the company of all of those we care most, not very far away, are plenty suffering without. Those with no shelter, who are hungry or struggling with addiction or mental health, sometimes both. For them, Thanksgiving Day is just another day. Their friends and family, maybe they have none. The unluckiest among them are dreadfully alone. A feeling surely magnified, imagining the rest of us gathering together. But the holiday spirit that we hear so much about isn't some ghostly apparition. At this time of year, its touch can be every bit as real as a handshake. After all, no one is forcing us to gather spare change at a traffic light to give to the man or woman with a cardboard sign. Nobody insists we rummage through our closets to find warm clothes to give to those whom we've never met.
Thank you. You guys have a blessed Thanksgiving.
Our schedules, usually too packed to volunteer the rest of the year, mysteriously open up. And maybe we even step foot in a house of worship for the first time in a long, long while.
Ooh, be careful. Yum, yum, yum.
Whatever you believe the holiday spirit to be, it does seem to be tangible. It brings those who are not at our table into gentle focus. It reminds us how lucky we are. And it makes all the disparate parts of our country seem, even for a few weeks, like we're gathered around some common hearth. Of course, keeping that spirit all year long isn't easy. Maybe that's why every 12 months, we get a chance to try again.
And we hope you have a very good Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving! Happy Thanksgiving!
A little child's voice, it never ever gets old. Thank you, Lee Cowan, for that reminder. Maya Angelou told me once, guys, that no matter how dark it seems, so I was going through a really dark time, divorce, my mom had just died, lots of stuff. She said, even in the darkest times, you have reason to say thank you. Seems hard at that time, but I think she's actually right.
If it wasn't clear to people, those pictures you just saw were all of the wonderful people that we work with every day that put this show on for all of you. I'm personally grateful for them because they make me look good on a daily basis.
I know. I was thinking, why is Vlad in the pictures? Oh, because he sent it in.
I was like, yeah, you got that email too.
Oh, I did.
We're thankful for our CBS family. It's been rough for the last couple of years for a lot of people, but I'm thankful that we get to talk to and even touch those that we love. Awesome stuff.
Awesome stuff indeed. So, kind of a connection to the other video. Thank you, gratitude, and again, as we gather around at our table with families and all of that, don't forget the less, the homeless. You know, they will not have any, you know, maybe something. So we have to think about them as well on this Thanksgiving. Great family for having food on our table and all of that. So make sure to look out for others this Thanksgiving, not for Thanksgiving, but for the whole holiday season as we embark on the holidays of 2022. So just think about that, reflect again of what this year has meant to you as well. So me, if I will start this now, just thankful to be here, thankful for a job, thankful for great people, great friends, family, great people that I'm meeting here on Twitch and on the previous app as well that followed me over here, meeting new people. I just thank you guys because I would not be doing the show without you guys as well. So the support and everything. So I'm grateful and thankful for that. Really do appreciate you guys so much. So so I just get that out of the way. So Brenda's is let's see. I like the one there in the middle. Yeah. Derek Carr owns the Broncos. He does. I mean, we're undefeated. We're undefeated against the Broncos since we moved to Vegas. So Derek Carr does own the Broncos. I will say that. At least, although I've been bashing my team this whole season, at least we can beat our main rival, the Broncos. So I know the Chiefs are kind of another main rival, but that'll be next. And I don't know if I'm praying, but if not, at least we got the Broncos. So, but yeah, Derek Carr does own the Broncos. So there you go. I am very grateful for all I have. See, that's good, Brenda. See, we all should be very grateful for what we have. Anything that comes good into our lives, that's always good. So, all right. So we're gonna go into our final video of tonight, and this is just a short snippet of some Thanksgiving quotes to end our show. So let's go ahead and take a look at these inspirational Thanksgiving quotes to end our show for tonight. All right. So hopefully y'all enjoyed um, video there of those holiday quotes there, and very, very good quotes to end out the. I didn't want to take myself off. There we go. I didn't want to take myself off, so there we go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hey Nancy, how you doing? Welcome. Thank you so much. And that was beautiful. I say I had to put a right note to end off for Thanksgiving week. On a good way to start your Thanksgiving week. Excuse me. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the show tonight. If you missed any segments, make sure to catch the replay. I'll put all the stories up on my Discord. That'll go on when I promote my stuff at the end here. But I really do appreciate you guys being here. And like I said before, and thank you for putting the support up, Brenda. I really do. I'm really thankful for you guys for the support. not for this year, but last year when I did start the show and all of that, and meeting a whole bunch of new people, good people, um, in this great community. So again, I really do appreciate you guys so much. So that's from the heart there. Nancy says, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry I'm late. Comes at a bad time for me. I'll try to catch the replay. Would love to share that last one on Facebook. No problem, Brenda. Nancy. Nancy. No problem. I will definitely put that on Discord, and you know what? I'll probably put a personal message on your Twitter before before I go off. So make sure you have that for your Facebook there. All right, so let's go ahead and get ready. We're gonna do the roundup here. That would be great. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do the roundup here real quickly. Do you want to raid someone? Yeah. I'll raid someone in a minute. I want to get through through the listings first before I start rating. And thank you for the bits, Nancy. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Ray of Sunshine. This is my last week of kind of like I got some free time because next week and going on to Christmas, I'm gonna be working 4 days a week. So I will not. I don't know how much I'll be on live often, but do note that if you want to catch me live, I will be on every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, all the way to January, and then we'll probably go back to regular Tuesday, 8 p.m. shows afterwards. So but make sure the holiday hours are Monday nights at 7 p.m. here on my Twitch channel, A Ray of Sunshine. I'm going to continue the show if this will be the only show that I'll stream every week. So make sure to check me out. Same time, same place. So check me out all the way through January. Follow my Discord. Again, Brenda posted my Discord earlier. Check out all the positive stories that you saw here tonight and from season 2 and season 3, which is current, and also Summer of Sunshine. Make sure to check out all the stories and also leave some good comments on the chats and all of that. Really good Discord community. So make sure to check out my Discord. And I just got finished on my disc. Got all of season 2 on my disc, so that's kind of awesome as well. So now I'm working on Summer of Sunshine and Summer season 3. So moving along on that on the disc there. Mental Health Hour with Tim and Gemma, Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific on Twitch. They are going to do Holiday Depression Wednesday night, and they don't have a graphics up yet, but it's going to be Holiday Depression this Wednesday night. So make sure to tune in as we get into the holiday season. It can be stressful to some people, so make sure to tune in. Great topic at hand. Jim Catalyst Wednesday night, 11 p.m. Eastern. Twitch Blitz Thursday night after Thursday Night Football. Which, oh wait, he's not doing it this Thursday because it's Thanksgiving. So no Twitch Blitz this Thursday. 3 football games, but he will not do Twitch Blitz Thursday night. So, but he will be back Saturday night to do trivia at 10 p.m. Eastern. So make sure to check Jim in Chicagoland on his channel. And I think that's all for the community calendar here. And let's go ahead and oh, Claire Means. Oh yes, I have not seen Claire in a while. So that will be a good raid. We'll raid Claire. That's fine. I just wanted to catch you just in case. Okay. Yeah, so I'll be here every Monday night. Busy season starts next week. So if I just come on Monday nights, I'll just come on Monday nights and I just get some rest. So but I'll try to do at least another stream if I can, if I'm up to it. But Monday nights are a definite for me to be streaming. Hold on. No game Thursday. Returns to some yes. Okay. Thank you. All right. Yeah, because he said he wasn't going to do it on Thanksgiving. Nancy says, as I age, I get Menicola bad around this time. Miss my parents. Yeah, yeah. It is stressful, missing your loved ones for Thanksgiving or any holiday. Um, it's it is kind of stressful, and I know a couple of my family members. I know I have a great aunt that lost both of her daughters too soon, and now I just got the grandchildren that she can care for. I mean, at least she got the grandkids, but it's better to have the daughters, and she lost them too soon, too soon. So she tweeted it out a few minutes ago. Okay, so you know what? We're gonna go ahead and raid Claire Means, and you're good. You're good, Brenda. Not trying to rush you off. Yeah, I'm done. I did all the stories and all of that. So I understand, Nancy. I lost my father 7 years ago. Thankfully, mom's still here. Yeah. So, and I had a near scare as well. I mean, I could have almost lost my dad a few years ago when he had a stroke, and when he had it, he couldn't remember. He remembered me, but he couldn't remember my brother. So he lost some of his memory and part of the brain. Um, so he had to learn the address again, phone numbers, um, all of that. So that's how bad off he was with that stroke, because he couldn't remember some things. He could remember me, but he couldn't remember my brother. So, but as it progressed on, as he got better and he got the help that he needed, um, he's doing great now. Now he remembers stuff just like that. So he recovered from it greatly, and I kind of got concerned back then. I'm like, at first I thought he was gonna make it. I thought that because again he was losing his memory. He was constantly sleeping. I never seen him wake up, and somehow, some way, someone up above this thing. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and get back. Get him back, get him learning things. And all of that. So it took him a while to get the memory, and I think somewhat walking as well, because I think part of his brain's shut down. So somewhat walking and all that stuff again. But he's doing great now. And yeah, to answer your question, he is doing great. So back to normal and all of that. So very appreciative to that. Very, very, very appreciative. Forgot how to share to my channel. Is it the auto host or the sharing to your social media? I think Brenda was trying to ask that as well. And thanks, Nancy. Yeah, but that was a few years ago. He's doing great now. He's living his life. He's living his life. Yep, awesome. His mansion wasn't ready, and yeah, it wasn't. So kind of, I'm. That's the case. I'm kind of glad it was not ready. Raymond wasn't ready. So, but I have a couple of my friends that lost their parents. Well, at least one of their parents. So going through them, at least I have someone to talk to for that. But luckily, I have both of my parents still, which is awesome. So take time with your loved ones, check on them, talk to them every day that you can. Because yeah, you never know. So especially this Thanksgiving, make sure to with family, cherish every moment, every moment. Twitch. Oh, they took the what was it? The host feature off. Nancy, they took the host feature off. Here we go. I misread your message. I thought you were wanting to share yours. If you're on mobile, you click the thing that looks like a less than sign. Yeah, I think they took that away though. I thought they took it away, but if they still have it on certain things, then that's good. But because I keep saying auto host because they took it away, but anyway. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. And you can share it in a whisper on Twitch or on Twitter. Okay. Okay, gotcha. I didn't know that. I can do it on mobile, not a computer. And I'm not scared of Nancy's other comment there. I'll get to it. It's gone because I thought that's how I did it before, and it's not there. Yeah. So I'm trying to. I misread your message. I thought you wanted to share yours. If you're on mobile, you click the thing that looks like a. Yeah, I tried that, and it didn't work. But I think there's probably another way that you can share on there on it, and you can do it on the mobile phone, but not on the computer. So, okay, and it's on here. So everybody's on Android. Brenda's on Android. Nancy's on Android. I'm on Android. But I'll try what Brenda's doing there because I was trying to figure out a way of because I keep saying auto host and I know they took the host feature away, but Brenda has found another way that you could host this channel out. Let me get to Nancy's other comment that I passed over. Here we go. I visit a lady who is 88 and says she doesn't understand why she's still here. I tell her that her mansion doesn't have curtains. There you go. Whenever he's prepared the house, the mansion, it's all good, straight, everything, and that's it. Until then, if you're here, I would enjoy life as best as you can. As best as you can. So, and he's also telling you he's not ready yet. Not ready. So, you have to click on the screen like on Ray, and it should come up. Click on me, and it should come up. All right, hold on. We're gonna try this. Let me try this. I'm on Twitch. You said Claire's one, so maybe I'll try to share her out because we'll rate her. All right. After I get through the ad. I get share to gives me options to share it. Okay. Yeah, so it should be like that. Option to share to other apps. Yeah. So I just say that if you can't share on Twitch because they can't do it on Twitch, I would rather share it out to other platforms. Hopefully they will have Twitch. But other than that, I just tell them to auto host. There is an auto host feature, but that's going more into detail. Than having something easier, I would say. Let's see. Okay, because I know what Brenda's. So here's Claire. I got Claire on here. Okay, and then we got that little less than sign. I don't know if y'all can see it right there. It went away. Then you're gonna click it, and you're gonna see it says, I'm gonna try to stay steady here, get a good camera view. It says share to, send a whisper, or copy a link. Which I mean that's kind of also good for hosting as well. So you can use either one. I save. Let's see. Share to. So share to you can do like Facebook, Twitter, all of that. Or if you want to use the whisper and you know someone that might hear on Twitch that would love this content, you can whisper it to them. That's what Brenda does for me. Whenever someone's on that, she says, "Hey, I think Raymond's going to be interested in this person." She'll send it out in a whisper, that little box that looks like a message thing. She sends that out, or you can just copy the link and send it to any platform or anybody that you can. So it does suck that they took the host feature out, but the auto host, I just tell people to auto host if they can, if they know how to do that. But if you don't know how to auto host, Nancy, I can show you that as well for the auto host. That way, it will be on your channel as well, and that way it will take away from you keep hosting on the channel, and whenever I come on, it will automatically be on your page. So we'll conversate about that. But till then, if it's sharing out the platforms, I don't mind that as well. I don't mind if you share it on Twitter. Let's see. See if I don't miss comments real quick. Okay. Brenda says, I wish I would have met you a few years ago, Nancy. That would have been great to tell my father-in-law. He lived to be 96. He kind of had the same attitude. It was difficult. Yeah. So, I mean, if the match is not ready, it's not ready. Yeah, options to share on other apps, not to Twitch. You can only share on Twitch in a whisper. It really stinks. It does. Shouldn't got it. Shouldn't really gotten. They shouldn't got rid of host. So auto host is the way to go if you want to host on Twitch, and is that still working? So, but she shared on Twitter. Thank you, Nancy, for sharing on Twitter. And Brenda got me on auto host, but it doesn't seem to work anymore. I mean, it does. If somebody's like, "Oh, what's Brenda doing?" You know. I don't know how they expect people to grow. I don't know either. Like I was kind of skeptical. The only way that it can grow if that new shout out feature they did, if they do a shout out and with the name, I know their Twitch side of the shout out, get the name, and then the follow button will be near it, or you got to click on the link and follow the person. So I don't know if that's their way of saying, hey, follow this guy and it grows your followers. I don't know, but I would rather have a host feature. For my sake, I would rather have a host feature. I don't know how they expect. Okay, well, I think I read that. It shows you are live, but doesn't show you broadcast. Oh wow, really? Yeah, so it's kind of weird. I miss hosts. They should bring hosts back. They should really bring hosts back. But I'm not Twitch. I'm not Amazon. I'm not Jeff Bezos. I just work at Amazon. I stream on Twitch. So it's their money. Just like Musk and Twitter, but we're not going to get into that. But anyway. So yeah. So this will end their show, and like I said, Nancy, I might tweet you on the auto host or whatever it feels comfortable with you for hosting the show. But I really do appreciate you, Nancy. Brenda, appreciate you. I feel like Joker was in here earlier. I appreciate him. And for anybody else that was watching tonight, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope if I do not see you guys, I want to see if I can stream Wednesday. But if I do not see you guys anymore this week, I hope everybody has a safe and happy Thanksgiving here in the States, and also a safe Black Friday. I don't think they do the little crowds in the stores anymore, but if they do, please be safe. I mean, an item is not worth you just punching people and all that. So, be nice to each other. That's going to be very, very, very number one for Black Friday. Be nice to everybody. So yes, and thank you, Nancy. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much. Joker's still here. Thank you, man, for still being here. Do appreciate you. And Brenda says happy Thanksgiving. And Brenda says I don't leave the house on Black Friday. I shop Amazon. still get to pay my bills. Thank you so much. I hibernate on Black Friday. All right. So yeah, shop Amazon. I'm good. Shop Amazon. Help me out. Help me pay my bills. So and help the others pay their bills as well. Help us, support us. We need work. We gotta work this holiday. So give us something to do. All right. So shop Amazon. All right. So with that being said, I don't know, Brenda, you want to do the raid for Claire or I'll do it. But yeah, let's go support Claire. Because she's been on here for a while. I'm surprised she hasn't gotten an affiliate yet. So oh, wait, what's this? Civics pinned. Wait, I have never seen this before. Pinned by Civics. She pinned something. Amazon delivery people see me more than kids do. Oh, I like this. It's a new feature. Okay. I've never seen this before. Wow. I'm gonna have to learn this then. I just wanted to try it out and see how it worked. Well, it worked. I was like, what is this? I thought it was a raid call for a minute there, and I was like, wait a minute, it doesn't look like a raid call. I like it. Okay. All right. So we now get to pin stuff on here like bam, bam, bam. All right. So okay, hold on. Mods can pin comments. Let's see here. Mods can pin comments. There is a pin at the end of the comment that allows you to pin it. Oh wow. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to try this. You know what? That's a good idea. If you hover, you know what? That's kind of a good idea in case, say, like if a chat gets no, I don't want to unpin this. In case the chat gets a little out of control, or something's going on, Brenda could be like, "Hey, be respectful," or "Hey, stop spamming," or all of that. So I kind of like it. I like it actually. So I'm gonna have to get to learn that as well. And she likes it too. Does it work on Android? I think it's maybe just a computer version of it. I think anything they're testing out right now, no, because I tried to shout out the Twitch shout out feature, and it did not work on my mobile. Like the Twitch shout out did not work on my mobile. It didn't recognize the command. But when I put it in on the computer, it recognized it. So anything they're working on right now is all on a laptop or a computer right now, I think. So yeah, I don't think none of that stuff is working on a mobile phone right now. But they're probably working on it right now. So we'll see. But that's kind of incredible what they're doing. Putting pinned messages and all that other stuff. Looks really neat. I just wish they didn't take the share feature out. So, or the host feature, excuse me. So, anyway, but I kind of like this in here. We get to chat, but all right. I know Brenda's had Claire coming up, so if you got the raid for Claire, please let me know. And raid is ready when you are. All right. So thank you guys again for tuning in. Remember, guys, to be positive, stay safe, be kind to one another. And I will see you guys. If I don't see you Wednesday, if I don't stream Wednesday, I will see you guys next week. All right. Have a safe Thanksgiving. Take care, everybody. Thank you, Nancy. Let's go ahead and say hi to Claire. Go ahead and hit the raid. Take care, everybody. Bye bye. Oh, well, we got a few more minutes, I think. She's just getting started there. So we'll go ahead. But again, thank you guys so much.